Next canyon coming up to the right, to the left. We'll be crossing over here in just a moment. This is Olokele Canyon. Olokele Canyon, 9 miles long, 2,000 feet deep, 1 mile wide at its widest point. If you went all the way over there to the right, to the back of the canyon, back where the clouds and the rocks meet up, towards the center of the island, that's where you'd find the Alakai Swamp. Alakai Swamp, the wettest, rainiest area on the planet. It gets over 450 inches of rainfall a year. The red-orange colored dirt that you may have noticed all over the island of Kauai. Actually, it's all across the Hawaiian Islands, not just here on Kauai. This is due to a high iron content in the soil. Take the high iron content, throw some rainwater on top of the dirt, you end up with iron oxide or rust. It's exactly what we have happening here all across the islands. The islands are rusting. As we move through the Waimea Canyon, you may notice some horizontal lines in the rocks all around us. Nice view on the left-hand side, Howard, Deirdre. Same thing off to the right-hand side there, Scott, Sandy, Chris, Olivia. Those lines that we see, eruption lines, or the building blocks of the island. The island would have grown one layer on top of the next from the ocean floor over 3 miles below us. Every single layer that we see is a separate eruption event. Waterfalls coming up over here off the front right of the aircraft. These are called Waipo'o Falls. We'll continue around here to the right. We'll put Waipo'o Falls on the left-hand side for Howard and Deirdre. As we continue to climb, we are moving towards the western rim of the canyon. This is the western rim off to the right, out here off the nose of the aircraft. You might notice a road up here on the rim top, that is the 550 road. Pick up the 550 road down past Waimea Town, out towards Keikaha. If you follow it all the way up here to the top of the canyon, you you will find Coquet State Park. Main overlook into the canyon about a half-mile away off to the left on Howard and Deirdre's side of the aircraft. Big parking lot over there. That's the main overlook into Waimea Canyon.
The hardest part is over, let it in. Let your clarity define you in the end. We will only just remember how it feels. Our lives are made in these small hours, these little wonders, these twists and turns of fate.
Down here on the left on Howard and Deirdre's side of the helicopter, this is the west side of the island. West side of the island, that's where you go to find Polihale State Park, longest beach in the state of Hawaii at 12 miles long. Inside of Polihale, there is a runway down there, part of the Barking Sands Military Reservation. Barking Sands, they do missile testing, missile guidance systems on manned vehicles. Occasionally, the Navy will launch equipment out into the North Pacific. When they do that, they'll track the equipment with the big white domes, big golf ball looking structures. Out there off the front left of the aircraft, that's a tracking station. So the Navy will launch the equipment, track the equipment, then they'll send ships and helicopters out to retrieve the test equipment. Starting our descent onto the Na Pali coastline. Everything that we'll see here on the Na Pali is a product of time, wind, water, erosion. The Na Pali coast stretches 14 miles from Nu'ulolo Valley, the very first valley coming up, out towards Ka Beach. We'll pass by Ka as we continue out towards the east, towards Princeville. We'll continue descending into Nu'ulolo Valley. Nu'ulolo, the very first valley that had anyone living in it here on Kauai. First inhabitants believed to have been Marquesans, people from the Marquesas Islands. It's around 2,000 miles south of the Big Island. Those people would have started showing up here in the islands sometime between 3 and 500 AD. They would have been the only people living here in the islands up until around 1300 AD. That's when people from Fiji and Tahiti started arriving here in the islands. Europeans did not come and visit the islands until 1778. That's when Captain Cook came ashore at Waimea on the south side of Kauai.
And the dream that you did to, oh why
bloom for me and you, and I think to myself, what a wonderful world. Well, I see skies of blue and I see clouds of white and the bright.
The next beach coming up just here to the right, here on Sandy, Scott, Olivia, and Chris's side of the aircraft. Honapu Beach, Honapu Arch. This area was used most recently during the filming of Pirates of the Caribbean on Stranger Tides. Captain Jack Sparrow came walking right across the sand down there. He was looking for a boat a little higher above him in the Honapu Valley.
People passing by, I see friends shaking hands, singing, how do you do? They really say, I love you.
As we move in towards Honapu, low on the left-hand side, Howard, Deirdre, Honapu Beach, Honapu Arch.
Much more